Hi everyone, this is Ben Aitken from Narrowing the Field. In this short video, I just want to explain to you all how I use dosage method and trends analysis to narrow down the field and search for some value bets in most of the top national hunt races. Because I produced the analysis for my own personal use and also for the NTS subscribers, I also worked a predefined framework which essentially is the layout of every NTF guide. For this example, I'm going to be using the totesport.com summer market race and summer plate. That was actually the last national hunt race I analysed. I've also been primarily concentrating on the flat over the summer. There's not really much jumps racing for me to get stuck into over the summertime. It's just not, the quality's just not there. It just doesn't actually, it's not suitable for the analysis that I personally use. The first step in the process when I'm analysing any race is to gather together the dosage trends of the previous 15 winners of the race that I'm looking to analyse. Now I assemble that information in a table just like the one on the screen ahead of you, which we've got the past 11 winners. There's only actually 11 winners we go back to on the market race and summer plate. What we've got is their dosage ratings, which is in the the 5 columns after the horse's name. Then we've got, I get together the running styles, the age of the winners, the amount of runners in the race, the official ratings of the winner, the weight carried by the winner, and also the sires of the winners. So I do quite a lot of sire analysis with some various angles. For the dosage ratings, primarily we need these dosage ratings in front of us. Now once I've sourced these dosage ratings, I need to get the trends together. So first stop is really getting the averages and the median ratings together. These figures give us a solid indication of the type of horse we're looking for this race. Median is important because average can be a bit misguiding at times. The stats are skewed by somebody whose rating is quite high or low out with the normal range. So if we get the median, we'll get a really solid look of what we're needing to win this race. Now I also look at the dosage ranges for the race, and I look for the dosage ranges that majority of the winners fall within. And I also like to see if any of these runners, previous winners, fit into one of the 3 DPA, which is dosage points angle zones. There's quite a few races throughout the racing year that these type of runners have. They have an advantage over the rest of the field. And I'm looking at the running style stats. I'm going to see if there's any positive or negatives for any running style. Some tracks obviously they don't play to the strengths of front runners, or they really suit close to pace runners. It's an angle I feel really should be considered when analysing any race. The next stage, basically we're looking to gather together the other trends for the race, using the previous 15 renewals as the source of my information. These are all trends that you'll have seen before, but personally I like to source these trends myself. I want to use the trends that I consider to be important. These are trends that I know work. These are trends that I consider to be important. I want to be using ones that I have found. I know through experience I know these are the ones that are important. But once we have all that information, this is the back information. We really need to look at the runners for today's race or whatever race you're looking at. So what I need to do is I need to source all the dosage stats for every runner in the current renewal of the race. I'm also looking for every enter's running style. Now I have my own database to tell with this. It can be time consuming, but if we want to succeed in our betting approach, we need to put the time and effort in. So it's worth it. But what we've got here is we've got the column on the left is the current form of the horse, so the horse's name. We've got the dosage ratings of each horse, running style, age, basically what we had in the previous one but for today's runners. So once I've got these the current dosage stats, I'm looking to split the field into 3 zones. I'm looking for the likely winners, the possible winners, and the unlikely winners. Obviously these are all based on the dosage trends of the current runners. So what we're looking at here is from the market race and some plate. There's 6 horses that, based on my previous analysis, there's 6 horses I consider had a really strong chance of winning this race based on dosage. We then have the next groupers are the possible winners. They're not huge negatives, but they're not as strong as the previous horses. It wouldn't be certainly not a surprise if these horses won, because they do fit the wider stats. But they're certainly not as strong as the previous group of horses. And then lastly, we've got the unlikely winners. We've got the red zone horses. Well, poor old Pablo Ducharmel, he's sitting there on his own. It's unlikely, not unlikely, sorry, it's unusual that there's only one horse. Usually we can strike a negative against quite a few runners in the field. In this instance, there was only the David Pipe trained Pablo Ducharmel. So, in conjunction though with these the dosage trends, I like to scrutinise the field by putting through some rigorous trends analysis. And these are the trends that you saw before. I apply every trend to every runner in the race, and I see who really fits best into these trends. So what you're looking at here is, from top to bottom, the ones that pass the most trends. Polypass, Grand Slam Hero, Platinum Ridge, they pass the most. And we've got Puro Pablo down the bottom. He's only got 3 out of 11, and instantly I'm thinking, I'm probably going to be avoiding this one. He's red zone dosage, he's right at the bottom of the trend scale. I really don't want to be touching him. What we're basically looking for is runners who score highly in the trends and also gain positives on the dosage side of things. We're using both these angles together. But again, by using these two angles together, I get myself a narrow field. I get a select number of runners who, according to my own personal research, hold the best credentials for this race. Now from this short list, I'm going to start looking at these in more detail, and then eventually I'll come to a selection, or it can't be selections. Every race just doesn't throw up one horse. There can't be more than one horse that has strong selections. For this race, Grand Slam Hero was the one that stood out to me. Nigel Twiston-Davies trained. He ticked a lot of boxes. He was in the green zone for dosage. I think the grind was going to suit him. He was in rattling form at the time. His rating, he looked like he still had plenty of improvement in his rating. There was a number of reasons, as well as my own research of this. I thought this horse had an outstanding chance. If we look at the result, we can see Grand Slam Hero did indeed come home in front. For some reason the bookies let him go off a very generous 9-1. Actually, he's quite a bit bigger on the exchanges, which I use. Grand Slam Hero, he strolled in first place for us. If we think back to the dosage trend as well, we've got Putney Bridge, King Troy, Tempsford, and obviously Grand Slam Hero, the winner. All 4 of them were in the dosage green zone. I was confident before the race was run that I'd got this race correct. And with the 4 of them coming in the top 5, these dosage trends held up very well. Now, this is a strong dosage race. So I was confident Grand Slam Hero. I'd gotten the trends right. I'd gotten my analysis right. Turned out it was that way. Even better that we got a very tasty price on the Nigel Twiston-Davies runner. It's not only us as punters that can use this method to our advantage though. Recently I made a trip to Lucinda Russell Yard. It's just a short journey from my own house, and I don't know if a lot of you might know, Peter Skewmore is actually the assistant trainer up there. I met him, and he was interested in the dose method because it's, as I say, it's not only us as punters who can use it. Buyers, owners, they can use it. They want all the information they can have. They want a horse they're buying. They want to have an idea of what kind of distance this horse is going to be suitable for, what kind of tracks it might suit. And Peter Skidmore, he wants all this information. Not many people are using this information, but he's interested in it, and it's an alternative approach to not only punting, but possibly trainers want to find out this information and buyers want to find out this information. The dose method can be used in various numbers of ways, not only as us as punters, but obviously that's the angle I mainly concentrate on. That's the basic guide to dosage and trends. This is how I analyse, scrutinise your race. Not a stats crunching and numbers crunching there, but takes time, but it's worthwhile. We need to be putting the effort in to make a return on our punting.